We're going to look at the shoulder blade and the position of the shoulder blade in relation to Levator Scapula and its importance as far as our page 2 is concerned, or BRMS2, if that's the language that you speak. Come over here. Okay, so what we're going to have to look at is we're going to look at the position of the shoulder blade in relation to the rib cage. So what we've got here is we've got the rib cage playing quite a prominent role in our ability to palpate. So the rib cage here extends backwards, and it's quite easy for us to become confused if we're not careful about the difference between the medial border of the scapula. We want to find the spine of the scapula, and the spine of the scapula we can sort of pinch as if we're sort of crimping pastry, and we can follow the spine of the scapula around until it forms the acromion, the front edge or the top edge of the lateral border of the shoulder blade. And we also want to try and be able to identify the superior medial angle, the top of the shoulder blade that we can see here, or feel rather, we won't be able to see it. So our holding point, or our moving point, is to start just beneath the line of the spine of the scapula, and if I put my fingers onto the top and I put my thumb just underneath it, here's my index finger and my thumb working together. Here's my skin slack, no pressure at all for this, and then I apply a gentle eyeball type pressure out and around and back. The temptation here is to press, and we don't want to press too hard onto this. It really isn't something we want to press hard into at all. We don't need to apart from anything else. From here we take the skin slack back and then hold the thumb, and we again just level with the spine of the scapula. So the spine of the scapula is our point at which we've come back to. From here the temptation is to cross the corner, if we're not careful, and cut the corner of the edge of the scapula off, and we'll end up on supraspinatus, and that will give us a little crunch, but it's not the crunch we're after. What we want to is we want to be able to come around the corner, and as we come around the corner, if you drop the wrists, as we drop the wrist, there's a little click, and we feel the little click into there, and that is the levator scapula. The idea is not to come so far up that we're over the trapezius here. Levator scapula comes underneath from the inside edge of the shoulder blade and forms 4 little fingers to attach to the edges of the cervical spine. We'll also feel that from the first move of page 3 as well. So just to recap again, medial border of the scapula, inferior angle of the scapula, the inside edge of it. We want to start our move just down from the edge of the scap. Our boomerang is to take around the rhomboids. The rhomboids are in fascial continuity with the infraspinatus. A lot of the work here is across the trapezius, around the top corner, and drop the wrist. And as we drop the wrist down, the fingers and thumbs get kept together, and we feel the little crunch. All of this, again, fascially is blended in. So we have the deltoid fascia blending in with the trapezius fascia, creating a nice strong tensional relationship here. The fascia of the infraspinatus blending across seamlessly with the supraspinatus, and also the fascia of the infraspinatus blending in with the fascia of the rhomboid major and minor. If we get this ladybird right, this shoulder blade right, then we're able to clearly mobilize the scap and get some brilliant stuff that's going to go on as far as the neck and the shoulder is concerned. It's going to be very, very difficult for us to be able to get the shoulder right if we can't get the rest of the page 2 right. So Latissimus Dorsi is also going to kick in with this, and we can have a little look at Latissimus Dorsi another time. And always when we're looking at for the rest of page 3, making sure that we're right up in that top corner, again trying to sort of feel where our levator scapula is rather than necessarily just the scalenus, and we'll be able to move around from there. And we'll cover that in another section. But the key to success as far as shoulders is concerned is to get this basic move around, say a basic move, but it's quite a difficult move to get right, a good move around the top of the shoulder. So recap it, practice it, make sure you're getting that ladybird, but not cutting the corner off if you possibly can.